So last year I did a episode. It was our most popular episode where, by the way, I'm getting stalked by my chickens. That's the girl gang. They're stalking me. They think I have cat food and it's their favorite thing ever. Okay. So last year I did a episode on what it's like to not take my pain meds for an entire day. I lasted for like 6 hours, I think. And it was pretty brutal and ugly and awful. And it actually shocked me watching it last night. The reason I watched it last night was my daughter had found it on YouTube and wanted to see it. And it's actually very uncomfortable to watch with her. But she wanted to know what my life is really like, where I'm not trying to pretend like I'm okay. So I let her watch it. Maybe not my best parenting decision, but in the scheme of bad parenting decisions, I'm going to count that as not the worst. Anyway, what shocked me about it was how much I was able to do when I said that I was destroyed. So that just shows how much worse my condition has gotten in a year. But I thought it was only fair to do a follow-up video and to talk about what it's like when I do take my pain meds. Now, this is not perfect. This is a year later. I am significantly worse than I was. Where I was saying that I could barely finish my grocery shopping. Without full medication, I wouldn't even try to get to Trader Joe's, let alone do my shopping. So this isn't perfect. It is a year later, I am significantly worse, but I thought it was only fair to kind of show what I am capable of doing at this moment in time on this day with my pain meds, which I took appropriately. I took my pain meds last night, so I wake up at least semi-okay. By semi-okay, I mean that last night I completely dislocated my tibia and my foot and my shoulder and rib. So it was really necessary to take all my pills last night. I feel like I'm justifying this. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get past the habit of justifying everything. Anyway, and when I woke up this morning, I took my pain meds as soon as I woke up, which I'm supposed to do so that I can function. So what was the morning like when I take my pain meds? Not bad. I so far have managed to take my dog for a 1-block walk, which he was so grateful for. This was our first walk in, oh my God, like a month. That poor dog. I can't afford a dog walker, and poor dog. So we did manage a whole block. He was super good boy. I've been training him in the house because he's 95 pounds of wolf, and all it takes is him to get distracted and pull my arm comes out of its socket. So I'm really trying to train him to be really good at staying right with me. And we have a thing where if he pulls, I turn around and stand still, and then he sits right next to me. We only had to do that 20 times. Not bad. But anyway, we made it the whole block and back. I was able to snuggle my baby, and I was able to make her breakfast. I know she's old enough to make her own, but we have a special thing with waffles and peanut butter and milk with vanilla in it, and I'm just not ready to let that go yet. So far that's what I've been able to do. I'm getting ready for a meeting on Skype, which I usually can't do because I can't usually sit at my computer, but today I feel pretty stable enough to at least finish that out. So my next pain pills are scheduled for noon. I will check in then. Hopefully the meeting's going to go really cool because I am hoping to be able to bring to all of you at Invisible Not Broken a book club where we are going to read authors who are disabled or have chronic illness. So stay tuned for that. I'm really excited for it. So I said I would wait till noon to do a update on the I am taking my pain pills as prescribed. It's not noon. It is 10 o'clock. So I have been taking my pills as prescribed. I took mine last night. I took it this morning. If you watched the first part of this video, you know I did a whole bunch. I think I might have shockingly done too much. So I just had my meeting. All I did was sit up and talk to someone on Skype. My pain levels are, yeah, so it's like that chronic illness pain level thing where you're like, okay, so for normal humans, pain level, I would probably put it like a 8, like a get me to someone who will help me immediately. I do not have that luxury. I have chronic illness, and if I did that every time, I would live at the hospital. So, and I know there's nothing they could do for me anyway. I'd say for my chronic illness pain scale, I'd put it at a 7. Very distracting level of pain where I could fake it and look human-y. Not yeah, this is still my pajamas. It's 10 o'clock and I'm still in my pajamas and have not done makeup yet. I just really, yeah. Ooh. Anyway, real life here, everyone. This is what a chronic illness middle-aged woman looks like with no makeup and pajamas. All right, sorry, tangent. Anyway, so the pain level is incredibly distracting right now. I can fake it if I have to. I fortunately don't have anyone in the house right now, so I don't necessarily have to fake it for anyone except that lug over there. If I start whimpering or whining, he's going to get very concerned and probably try to sit on my lap, which will totally help. Yeah, so I'm still about 2 hours away from my next pill. I think I'm gonna go and distract myself with something like Doctor Who or God, I have the emails. I have so many emails. Thank you, by the way, everyone who's sending emails. I adore you all. I am trying to answer all of them. I don't know what happened in the last 8 weeks. We were super excited when we were like, we're getting 10,000 downloads a month. This is unreal. And this is unreal. And then now we're getting close to 20,000. And that was a big switch. It was like 3,000 for a long time. Then it was 10 and we're like, woohoo. And now we're close to 20. I'm guessing you all are sharing because we don't advertise as of right now. That's probably going to change because we really do need some financial help to keep running the podcast. We're probably going to start doing advertising because I feel really strongly on keeping all content free. We do have a Patreon account, by the way, if you can and you want to, and you'd like to support the podcast, you can absolutely go over to our Patreon and become a patron. Thank you. If you can't, don't want to, but you love the podcast, you find value in it, please keep sharing because I am baffled by the amount of you who are downloading and watching and listening. So thank you. And some of you are really kind and are writing comments and are emailing us and telling us that this means something. I am trying really hard to personally respond to each of these. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep that up, but for right now, I feel pretty strongly that I would like to keep trying. So I have lots of emails to respond to. So thank you. Please don't stop. It's really nice to see. And then even I have a meeting tomorrow to discuss the future of the podcast. We have some really exciting things coming up. The last meeting I just had was with Catherine Trueblood, an amazing writer and professor. We are going to be hopefully very soon starting a segment on book club. So we're going to be reviewing books by disabled authors and authors who have chronic illness or mental health challenges. So please stay tuned for those. We have decided on our first 4 books we're going to be reading. Really pushing hard for Let's Pretend This Never Happened. So if you would like to follow along with us, I think that's going to be our first book. So local library, grab Let's Pretend This Never Happened. You will know it because it is a taxidermy mouse holding a skull. It's hilarious. I really love that book. Anyway, I'm going to stop babbling. I will check back in with you guys at 12 when I finally get to take my pill. Not that that's going to help for the first 20 minutes, but fingers crossed, right? All right, so I don't know how many more of these I'm going to be doing today. It's now noon. I did get my painkiller at noon. I should probably eat something. It's kind of one of the side effects is I don't always remember I'm supposed to eat. So I'm super nauseous right now. But I did manage to still finish off my PT as I do it. I try to do it 2 to 3 times a day. If you're new to this channel, I have Ehlers Danlos, so that just means I dislocate by pointing at things. It's a connective tissue disorder. Whew. PT's rough. So basically what it means is my ligaments are kind of like used Post-it notes. Yours are probably more like Gorilla Glue, unless you are a fellow zebra, in which case, hi, nice to meet you. So what I'm trying to do, because there's really very little things that make Ehlers Danlos better at all, is, sorry, I'm trying to catch my breath. It's not going so well. There's really nothing that can be done except for pain management for the dislocations. Mine are, an average day is about 3. A lot of times I get 5 to 10 dislocations a day, just kind of depending on what my optimism leads me to think I can do. And also at what point in my cycle I'm at. I tend to dislocate a lot more the week before my period, so that's fun. Anyway, so what my painkillers let me do is to do extra PT. The reason why that's helpful is that what it can do is, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be quite so bad at this. This is a new phone for me. I'll do a whole episode on why I went back to Apple. This is new for me, so I'm still learning the phone. I just got it 2 days ago. Okay, so reason why this is helpful is that if I build muscle, the idea is that I might be able to use my muscles to hold my joints in place since my ligaments are giving up on the job. So I'm trying to force my muscles to take up the slack. Only problem is I can dislocate. I often do while doing PT. So if I don't take my painkillers, the pain's beyond what I can handle and I can't do my physical therapy. So that also leads to problems with my POTS, which is posterior orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. Basically, my body wants me to be sort of Victorian fainting couch person. It means that my heart rate can drop really suddenly, like down to 40, and can rise. Often I'll rise like to 140, but it's definitely gone up to 200 before. So that's fun. So the hope is that if I'm, look who's stalking me. Isn't he cute? He's so pretty. The hope is that if I can condition myself and condition my muscles, condition my body, my heart might start doing what it's supposed to do. Yeah, fingers crossed, we'll see. But without the painkillers, there's no possibility of me doing any of this. So what have I done with my time with my painkillers so far? Well, I've had a meeting. I have taken care of my kid, the one who still lets me take care of them. I have done a PT. I've even gone out for small little walks out into my neighborhood with these little beastie. His sister's probably around here somewhere, hiding. But I did manage to take care of my pets, my family. I managed to do some stuff with the podcast, and I am now going to try to learn some new software for a new project I want to do. We'll see what else I can get done. I'm really feeling impressed with myself, and then I keep remembering also I do way better in the mornings anyway, and I need to start pacing myself because I have dinner at my in-laws tonight, which means I can't look like that. While I'm there, they get worried about me, so I try to look as healthy as I possibly can for them. They were really sweet, and they put ramps all through their house so that I could still visit with my wheelchair. So I will try to do one more of these before I leave, but if I don't, hey, thanks for watching. I'm going to try to do more of these kind of videos. A few of you have been really nice and have let me know that you really do like my sort of day in the life stuff, and I like feeling like I exist outside of my bedroom, so I'm happy to do these. And yeah, so look forward to some more. I think this will be my last one. I'm really sorry, but I am really fading, and I don't think I have enough energy to do more of these. And that's with my painkillers. That really bites. Yeah, anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Put comments below, unless you're planning on being rude, in which case, I don't know, keep it to yourself. I mean, this is free content. You really don't have to comment on anything that would make me feel bad. I have like 3 feelings left, so try not to step on them. All right. Be kind, be gentle, be a badass. If you like this, I also run a podcast with my co-host Eva. We're Invisible Not Broken. You can find us anywhere and everywhere. And I do interviews with other people with chronic illness. Eva tends to do interviews with healthcare professionals, so you can definitely find us there. We also have a blog, and if you like my other stuff, if you found me through my writing, my children's books, thank you. I really appreciate that. You can find any of my illustrations or my children's books at owlandtwine.com. And you can also find my other podcast. I know I do a lot for being a very sick person. Oddly and ironically, I don't sit still well, and I have no talent for boredom. So I also run a children's podcast called I Can't Believe That Happened. And it's about like 10 minutes of interesting moments of history you probably did not learn about. So it's for kids, but curious adults have also really enjoyed it. This season, I am doing the history of robots. I'm taking a break for Black History Month, so please definitely stay tuned in for that. That's been absolutely amazing, and I love Black History Month. I learn so much, and I am so offended that I have not learned these stories before, so I'm really grateful that I get an opportunity to share them with you. I have no idea what he's interested in right now. Honestly, he is a complete mystery to me. Yeah, that's my baby back there. So please tune in for that. And hey, thanks. Be kind, be gentle, be a badass. Share this content with anyone you feel like they need to actually understand what life on opioids is like. I'm happy to share my story with people. Yeah. All right. Have a good one, everyone.